yeah, when they played against Liquid earlier on Vertigo, it didn't look too hot. It didn't look nice. Let's see if they can put some lipstick on this pig.
Give it a big old smooch. That's what Zipix is about to do with the first bullet of his USP. I can feel it. You know when you can feel electricity in the air, like a storm's a-brewing?
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it right here on this A site. I don't know who, but someone's gonna die.
I remember we were going out for a bike ride. You stuck your arm out the window and said, "That's rain wind." The storm's coming. Put on your heaviest jacket and it didn't rain a drop.
I remember that, dude.
Well, weathermans are right 35% of the time, every time.
Telling you, the forecast said 50% chance. There's a 50% chance that somebody wins this pistol.
Actually wrong.
Finally, the execute comes moving inwards. Dupree will get Masuda first and foremost. Bomb plant's theirs for the taking, but at a cost. Not only do they lose their first kill, but then the frag grenade's on the money. Zywoo's got his hands glued to the bomb. He was doing arts and crafts. And now he's stuck. Pulls his fingers off of it. And now looks for some more kills. But Kyojin, it's him versus Lucky to try and turn the tables back to the favor of Vitality. That flank comes in from Magisk with a nice crisp headshot, and it falls to Shox. But Shox with a P250, Shox with any pistol, can tend to get things done. Not when the gun is empty, though. That's a key part of the equation.
Got to get the puck in the back of the net, as they say.
Supposed to be loaded.
Yeah, so misses a few. That's a pistol roundup for Astralis. Very nice. I think it was particularly the CT side that got really dismantled by Liquid earlier, where they looked very, very confused most of the time. But I think they're just coming off such a big win. You know, they've got so much confidence right now after surviving Liquid on that Dust 2 finish. Real heartbreaker for them and any North Americans that might be watching. I don't know any, but you know, whoever's out there. And now I think that they just feel, you know, there's probably a lot of camaraderie in the Discord of the TeamSpeak, or whatever they're using. You know what I'm saying? Mumble, the VoIP of choice, the Mumble, the X-Fire. Maybe they're still on IRC. Who knows?
I don't even know what that is.
Not that young.
Xbox Live Party Chat.
Okay, there you go.
Scout shot, not needed. Zywoo's got the opening kill. Zipix tries to swing out. I mean, you know, Silver Line. Okay, dude. You're shooting through walls, you're shooting through smokes. Lucky, they're onto you. They're onto you.
But they can't catch you. You got away. And yeah, we know the deal. Got to be aggressive on the ramp these days. Don't let the bomb plant go down too often. So we got a lot of action early round. And I think that meta has actually made Vertigo so much more palatable as a map to watch. It's always been fun to play, but at the pro level, the meta just got really tired with these, you know.
You don't prefer the wall banging smoke spams?
Man, that was, that took years off my life watching the amount of, you know,
remember when
spams through smokes.
Remember when this metal wall on ramp had a gap in it?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
Man, Vertigo's changed a lot. When are the ancient changes coming?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Sign me up.
Apex looking for feet.
You're
on the wrong website, Apex.
They're on the wrong bomb site as well. So there's two CTs inside of this one with a close rotate from Dupree. Shox will best Lucky. He's trying to spam away with his SMG, ends up getting killed for it. But Bubsky back in, jumps up with the up. 3 kills to the UMP, no bomb plant. And if they can run down Apex, well, that would be the cherry on top.
Oh, unfortunately for him, he's got to save with this scout. That's not even a fun situation. So they'll take this into the next round. No loss bonus for him. Astralis 2-0, very disruptive with this move. And it looked sketchy when they lost that, when Lucky got killed, but he also was able to contribute earlier on to make up for it.
Bubsky with the ump. Keep it Glaive in the server in spirit.
Yeah, I saw Pronogo on Twitter hating on the ump.
I saw that too.
Pretty sure it's still very viable.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think what he hated was the fact that he didn't believe that Bubsky was an ump connoisseur.
He said they did it because of Glaive?
Yeah.
But he said that the stats of the other SMGs are a lot better, which I mean, I prefer the MP9, don't get me wrong. But it's better than the MP5, and it's much cheaper than MP7.
When it comes to Counter-Strike, it's not about stats, it's about the feel.
That's fact.
You know, some people...
That's why you can't use the MP5.
For some people, the MP5 is the best. but those people deserve to
Damn,
be
this
locked
is a
up.
more accepting Connor. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of
Open-minded.
Rushley.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Really,
wanna
he's
hurt-
feeling the MP5.
Well, he's a weird guy.
Okay.
Like Prius. There's something in the water with those
The
observers.
yeah.
You never quite know. Apex, there's nobody there again.
He's always watching too. I'm telling you, he likes feet. I'm not judging.
You know, some people hunt by movement. Maybe Apex hunts by smell.
Ooh, fungus there. Oh, this spot's becoming very popular to try to stop things. Works out well, especially when you got a sharpshooter like Bubsky in the top ropes.
Big Bubs with the big dubs. He's got support with Zipix here, but Zipix like, I got this angle. Bubs said, no, that's mine too. Goes out, that's 4. Come on, baby. A little bit of an ace.
Cleaned it up.
Come on.
He has that fur energy. Says if I don't get the ecos, my team will lose.
Why not? Gobble them all up. Chomp them down. All 5 for the Bubsky.
Like
He's got a third leg.
had the leg. That's just the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, could still be 3, I guess. But him at Cologne had the leg up just like that. So emulating land.
Hugo Byron plays like that as well. Frag grenade bounced off the wall as the aggression from Vitality is meant to set a precedent on the ramp. So far, it's just been Astralis winning this side of the map.
This is interesting. Okay, so I mean the art smoke comes out, so they can't really push on that side. They're trying to figure out how to get over there. Vitality do a great job of just leaving, just getting out of there as quickly as possible after that kill. So there's no trade potential, and Bubsky starts to roam. He actually makes a very important timing cross here. This opens things up. Bubsky, we should keep a watch on him for a second, because, yeah, he could light things up from this spot.
He lights it on fire, but it doesn't spread fast enough. Masuda able to get away with a robbery. That's the bomb plant thanks to Apex. Man advantage to Vitality's favor. And then because they held on to some grenades, they're going to stave off the retake attempt. And just holding it back for that moment convinces the CTs to save.
That is a round-winning trade for Masuda, and he definitely was not favored to do that. You know, anytime you have to take a duel in a Molotov, you're expecting the guy on the Molotov to be scared to, like, slip up a little bit. And Masuda didn't hit that bullet right at that moment. He would have died in that molly, and Bubsky would have won them the round, stopping them from getting into the B sites. So, yeah, key frag from him. I've been a little bit doubtful of Masuda, I think, in the past, just because it feels like, you know, there wasn't a lot of consistency, even though he had some high highs. But he really has been, like, I feel like the biggest multi-fragger of the group.
Hands down. Yeah, man. Those 3Ks yesterday were quite something. I'm all aboard. But that's what it's going to take, right? That's why Vitality have been so successful as of late. Some of the pieces starting to gel. And I'm not talking about Shox' hair.
No gel in there.
Slick one from Vitality. I like that quick cutaway through middle into the B bomb site. You were right to call the attention to Bubsky, because he could have gone really big. You know, it's like sub 10 HP for Masuda.
Apex forgets about, oh, he's surely gonna die, right? Oh my god, lucky he takes his time with it, kills a friend. He's got a smoke for himself, he'll use it to try to escape, and he just wants to get out of there. Maybe goes a bit too quickly, but luckily has a great team behind him to refrag.
Magix wins a fight over on the B site at the same time, so one-man advantage for Astralis, but that's taken right back. However, there's still this short lurk in Dupree. Oh, but it gets caught. Kyojin, heads up play. Even with the players, they were peeling off this A site. They kept themselves on high alert, and it could very well pan out for them. Magisk, having been damaged from his successful kill over at the B site, is going to have to work this 40 HP 1v2. He's got no utility and no kit currently on him.
Yeah, it might just be a peel back situation. Just, yeah, at least if he has a smoke, he can bait the peek out, but he doesn't have the HP to do it either. He's basically just got no resources to make them make that mistake, even though Apex is low himself. So they'll concede. Great round from Kyojin, right? He had that trade on Dupree, and I don't know if Dupree got a kill this round, but that might have been, yeah, he did get a kill this round, so they knew exactly where he was, but it was good on Kyojin for kind of reading exactly how he'd play it.
Bomb pops, we get the back-to-back saves and the back-to-back round wins for Vitality.
I think here, Lucky doesn't need to run. He's super frantic to get out of there, but his teammates are actually coming in to help. He drops the smoke to, you know, connect and exit out, and I think, you know, you need to wait for a flash on the ramp so that you can leave. Instead, he just like hightails it very, very quickly. That smoke gives him 15 seconds, plus he got the kill, plus he's got teammates there. He's the guy in the power position, even if he doesn't peek, and he's not playing like it. You know what I mean? So I think he maybe just is playing it a little bit too quickly.
Scary situation, of course. I think what probably flusters him there is the fact that even though he was behind sandbags, remember, Apex jumps up, gets a kill on the bomb site. So now Lucky's thinking, that's my fault. What's going on? Peeks out, kills somebody else. I could see where the panic sets in from, but I would say you're absolutely right. Definitely a factor in that decision. And the only factor that could hold this back for Astralis is going to be the solo M4, and Apex checks it. Checkmates it. If they can follow through into A. Bubsky now, hands on the gun. Fire spreads to the feet of the first CT, but there are 3 of them in this position. Apex kills Zipix on the bottom of the boost.
Yeah.
But Lucky gets the kill up close. Interesting exchange.
One still here in B. Shock's taking a long way around to make sure he can clear things out properly.
Almost.
It's dinked, but Kyojin already did some damage. There's some more.
Boom bop.
3-3.
Comes to a close. We're tied early on.
Oh, recognize that mouse wheel anywhere. Big ol' EC2.
EC2. EZ2 for Apex.
Great round from him.
Here's the kill.
Remember we saw Stewie spam him back in that specific position?
Yes.
He's been getting revenge on everybody else ever since.
Poke the bear. So, yes, Vitality early answer, but sure enough, CT's back with their buy, and they are going to contend with the ramp control.
Alright, honestly, it looks good from both sides, and these rounds are very close. I think it feels like, you know, Vitality don't have a much worse position if Masuda doesn't get that one frag on that last round over Bubsky. So, all right. Oh, cool. We'll get to see Lucky here again. Does he have a smoke for himself? He does. See how he uses it. And in this position, of course, last time, they were very ferocious about coming up the ramp, so a bit more cautious about trying to move. But again, if they think you're there and you smoke it, and the HEs don't come through, you're a pest. But so is Shocks.
I like this boost from Dupree, though. Just don't move. Play it patient. Gets himself the first one. Solid trade from Apex. That pulls Zipix one step closer and puts Bubsky in yet again the multi-kill position. But once more, solo kill. It is versus Masuda. However, nobody there to stop the B bomb plant. Zipix could throw himself at it quickly, but with Lucky so far away, he knows he's left to his own devices. Apex trying to get ahead of the save as Vitality look to take the lead. A 4-3 advantage on the T side of Vertigo, looking very likely. And unfortunate timing. Apex going to execute Lucky, keep that op out of the hands of Astralis.
It's all about the timing on this map, you know, more than anything else in the defaults, especially the fact that you can communicate between both sides of the map, but you're, for the most part, working separately, right? Like, Shocks is just taken his own discretion as to how he should peek on the stairs, how he should try to bully his way into B. His teammates, more in a pack because the A ramp is a lot harder to take control of, are trying to do the same on the other side, but they're not really working together to get those kills. And in these defaults, everyone knows the game on the CT side. So in this position, of course, Magis, he finds the timing to peek, but Shocks just punches so well. And Apex, fabulous trades from him on both Bubsky and Dupree as they take over mid control. It's great shooting.
Did he change rooms or camera angles?
The camera, I think, is flip sides.
Okay.
Hiding deer.
Hiding the deer.
Yeah.
Deary me. Big push. Bubsky. You dirtbag. Gets the Deagle headshot up close. And Dupree with the CZ.
That's 2 guns in mid, unprotected.
Yes, yep, they can grab him unless Shocks is coming back up.
Sometimes camping
he's
the
down low.
weapons. Yeah, sometimes camping the weapons can be a distraction, you know, and that means the CTs can push for info other places. So sometimes it's actually better to just figure out where they're going to push next. But it looks like right now these guns picking them up is actually the right play, and Vitality are going slow enough that this could be a real hurdle for them if this execute comes up too slowly.
Well, they've only grabbed the one AK. Bubsky's currently got it. 3 counter-terrorists in position at the A site. That's the AK included. Ooh, but ZywOo over the top of the smoke. They go for the double boost, and then Bubsky uses that AK to prevail. Astralis looking to tie this game right back up. Masuda has to give cover as the bomb's gone down. Smokes begin to fade. They know there's a player close right. Oh, Magisk! Oh, man, he pulls that rabbit out of the hat, and Shox falls back to ramp. Posted was Magisk. There's the kill. It's a long stick from Lucky. 3 seconds still left on it. Shox starting to challenge around the side, but Lucky's got it through and through. Astralis tie at 4. Bubsky's Deagle, and Dupree's CZ to the top of mid to robble round away.
Like you were trying to say, that would have been suicide if he came up the ramp. Most close. You gotta love how a lot of this is becoming who can get on the higher part of the playground. You know,
King of the hill.
King of the hill. Get on top of default, get on top of sandbags, get on that back boost by heaven, and get the kills that way. But the punish was great from Bubsky, and it was all about those 2 opening kills at mid.
I'm the king of the castle, and you're all dirty rascals. That's what we used to sing on the playground in my day, Launders. But I'm small and frail, so I was never the king.
Yeah, scrawny.
They, you know, that's
a popular term today.
I feel like it is.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I am trending.
Scrawny mentioned.
I am trending.
Come to Scrawny.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, I'm busy casting Counter-Strike.
No time for appearances. Well, I mean, deep B control was theirs real early. No T's made presence. It's a very standard round up the ramp and can be a very powerful one. Shox will come through with a lurk at mid. And let's see how the CTs want to fight.
Very patient lurk so far, but as they start to scramble over towards A, sure enough, he's got his ball rolling. Xyp9x and Masuda trading blows over towards the A site. Shox does find timing to get over towards B.
My God.
And ZywOo has a kill versus Lucky. ZywOo, the bomb carrier, of course. At this point, you want to give Shox a little bit of time. He's got the back line compromised.
And now it's the B site that's actually really under question. They don't maybe know where Dupree is. He hasn't got a kill yet. But they know he's certainly not in the B site for now.
Apex pushes through the CT smoke to give chase to this. Dupree able to get that mid kill, but at a hefty cost. He's got 13 health left over. He's worried about another A player, but it's right behind him. So that's that. A bullet to the back of the brain. Apex takes Vitality back into their lead.
Oh, aren't they working the map really well? Some beautiful stuff up the ramp. And Astralis don't do anything with the B control that they get early on. But again, it's not that easy to flank, even if you get that control, don't see anyone. You never know who's lurking. And Shox has done such a great job of lurking tastefully. Not overextending, getting a little bit of map control, posing a threat without too much presence.
Bubsky hoping that he can make it work twice. Yeah. Second time, Kyojin's at a further back distance, and that's going to pay off. Vitality making quick work of the little Astralis had to play with. They're going to move this party into the B bomb site and find an empty house. Parents are out of town.
It's party time. I was about to join in, but if you stopped and I started, that would sound terrible. So.
Yeah. Can't party on your own, Launders.
Yeah. Nope.
Zip, empty-handed.
Can't
Apex able to clean up 2 kills. Apex is 11-3. He's doing well.
10 rounds deep. It's very fast. I love these rounds. Honestly, I think they're keeping it very competitive. A lot of these rounds are quite close, but that's 6 in a row, right, for Vitality that we've just seen. Maybe there's no, actually.
One mixed
they
in.
broke it up a bit.
Yeah. Remember that little Eagle CZ shenanigan.
Bubsky, the frag hero, 13 up for him. The CTs will call it attack pause. Look at Zip. He's chiming in. You got to be worried when Zip is chiming in.
Feels like he's been, you know, since his, you know, being re-included. I feel like with the tac pauses, we've, and even within some of the TeamSpeak moments that we've had, Zipix he's talking. He's got something to say.
Young chatterbox.
Good timing.
I feel like this man has so many secrets.
Tell me your secrets. Love to hear. Whisper your secrets.
It's a long strat, too.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. I can't wait to see what happens on this round.
I feel like every time I call strats like that, the round goes live and Harry says, sorry, what was that?
One way to start off the round. Instant punish. Wow, they just come through the smoke. I mean, Dupree last round, same smoke, but dropped. Not here this time. And now they're gearing up for the B attack. This is a huge timing. I love this play from Vitality, even though it's a bit of a gamble. And Dupree can get punished for this play. Oh, but he gets out just in time. As soon as he sees a flash.
Yep.
Bubsky up to bat.
Posts. Oh, man. Kyojin smacks him with a bat.
That's such a wonderful call. I mean, I don't know how clear it was last round that Dupree dropped off the play, but I mean, reading the fact that they did the smoke again but didn't go in for the control, that's huge. And we could see it on the map. Astralis were focused on that A control. Lots of resources dumped in that direction, and they got Vitality back into more default positions. And the 5v5 come through. Beastly execute towards the B site.
I love the killer instinct of that setup as well, right? 2 players boosting on the right side of the stairs as 2 players also run up the stairs themselves. So even if there was a couple of CTs just waiting on an angle, it's Vitality coming at them.
Yeah, that's actually a really important part about the attack to do, like, every time, you know, even if, because if an Opera is peeking down, if you can threaten that someone can jump up on the right side of the stairs, there's no good angle for them to hold. They immediately have to fall back. And Dupree was smart enough to not hang out long enough, right? He saw that flash come through and said, I'm getting out of here, and did just in time, but still died because the transition into the exec was way too strong. Wonderful. Back on pistols. 4 players with armor.
All right, Lucky. Gonna take your chances. P250 close smoke. Apex, he's got him. Like Apex a little upset about that nuke result. Kyojin and Zywoo. Every single kill has been a headshot through something, smoke or walls, thus far. And the game goes on.
Yes. They are getting torn up.
Spat out. Crisp as ever. Oh, that's popping on the short.
This one reminds me of the Toronto Raptors with the battle-scarred hull. Oh! Ooh. Wow. That's Magisk from downtown. You just turn into a priest when the nicest shots come through.
It's because, you know,
the incantations.
Is there anything holier than a 1D?
Yeah, true.
This is Counter-Strike. This is our religion.
It's the epitome of FPS, just a really nice 1D eagle.
But of course, all for nothing. Well, that's not true. AK held on to. But in comparison,
what's your favorite? What's your most underrated stat? So I'm just thinking about DPR right now. Like, what's the stat that you're like, you're looking for besides ADR when judging someone harshly?
I wish opening kills was readily available.
Right, like on tab.
Yeah, on tab. If that's what you mean, like if we're talking like for the casual player, yeah. I mean, I'd also love if we could have some kind of like impact rating in game.
Yeah,
you know, like we have it on HLTV.
Yeah.
Blast has their own score, but I wish like there was one officially for Valve in the game, just so that my teammates could yell about something else too.
Impact ratings, HLTV's impact rating does not work for me. No, definitely not. I mean, I like the idea of having impact rating, but I see players like Brokey, for example, with like a 0.97 impact rating over their career. I'm like, no, sorry, that's not true.
You know, ever since you told me that Shock says have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun
after
every time.
After every half.
And I'm sitting here in the server with them, and I have been seeing it all day long.
Any demo that I've done on my channel where Shox has been in it, he consistently says, have fun, have fun, have fun.
It's here when the game started. It's here now that we've had a little bit of a tech issue.
Did I overpromise?
Nobody is saying anything else.
No.
Nobody's answering him.
It's just noise. They know Shox is just a wonderful person who always says have fun. Look, he did it again.
He did it again.
He did it again. As soon as the pause is over, he does it after every break. If at the start of the game, the pause, the halftime, tech pause, whatever it is.
You know, we talk to players sometimes.
He lets you know you can't rock his mood.
Have fun, have fun, have fun. we talk about, you know, some players have like their superstitions or whatever. I wonder if that's one of them.
Right, like if he didn't do that,
if he doesn't,
brag.
Yeah, if he's not being a nice guy, he's just gonna get it. It's gonna be a bad omen. Nobody wants bad juju. Zaiwu sees over top your smoke, welcomes you to peak.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, just as he looks away.
Make him hit the Kovacs. Quiet crawl. They maybe don't want to let this happen again.
It's crazy to think that.
Oh, this should be free. They did walk back towards mid this time. Kyojin comes up with a dry swing. I don't know if they continue the re-aggression. It looks like they are going to try to chew this upper away. Maybe think about something new. Lots of time. And I love that, you know, we've seen Vitality. They're working map control, but they're doing it with time in mind all the time. Never comes down to like the last few seconds. 4v5, how do they bring this back? Very intimidating.
Vitality got shut down 1 round short of their 5-round streak previously. But of the last 9 rounds, the only one that stuck for Astralis was when Bubsky and Dupree got aggressive with pistols in mid. It has been... Oh, my goodness.
That stings. They want to attack him while he's out here. And oh, there's his help dead. Dupree's out, lucky. Spammed. Oh, everyone dies in the back.
I mean, this is just Vitality... I want to say, like, with just a showing of comfort, right? All the angles, all the timings, all of the strats, all of the adaptations. They're just running away with this Vertigo game. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, this is more like how, you know, Liquid dealt with them when they were up on the CT side.
You speak truth, brother.
It's a great start, but that was so long ago.
Magisk, he's got the chance to maybe gun down a couple players. His teammate fights over towards short, and that's Bubsky with everything to do. But Shox has had enough, and Vitality have their goal achieved. They are on fire. 9 round wins already to this T side, on the cusp of the double digits. And unfortunately for Astralis, Mo, it is back to the broken vise. Look at that one.
Yikes. Clean stuff. Last kill's even faster.
You been working on your sound effects?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Zero confidence in my sound effects.
All right.
Ask me to do some kind of sound effect.
Well, not if it's going to be bad.
Okay.
I'll save you.
Yeah, don't want to make people's ears bleed.
Come on, dunk it.
Wow. I mean,
I respect the hustle, man.
no one's there, I guess.
And they're like, okay, now let's go stack B. They'll fall for this.
Yeah. The walk back. I mean, again, you do have to run to do it. Or sorry, you do have to walk to do it, I should say.
Yeah.
And then just walk up the ramp instead. That's a nice call out here.
So I would just keep him in the back, keep him nice and safe, keep him tucked and alive. He's just going to watch that short side peek. This really allows Vitality's other 3 ramp men to just overface the bomb site itself. And unfortunately for Astralis, because they peeled so far back, they're now stuck on the opposing side of smoke.
You got a player like Zai, we got to ensure everything. Ensure the hands, ensure the brain. I did ensure the fingernails.
Should we ensure our voices?
Yeah, I mean, we should, yeah.
Why don't we?
We're too stupid.
Oh.
Duh.
Well. More smoke goes up. That enables the cross. We're going to get a jump up. It's all about timing, Bubsky. And he can't quite find it. So bomb planted. And now all of a sudden that weapon advantage becomes all the more apparent, right? If pistols were going to swarm and play within the range of lethality, then maybe they'd have something to work with, but they got nothing. I predict that once the smokes fade,
someone wins?
Astralis will die.
Okay.
but just in this round. Astralis very much well into live now that they have qualified for the Blast Fall Finals. Copenhagen Royal Arena. Get your tickets
Yeah, it's
now.
gonna be crazy. Floor seats sold out.
Dude, after, you know, it's the last LAN we cast. And it's going to be our, hopefully, last.
Before we, what?
You know, hit us up. Back in action. So, 10th, of course, for Vitality, as expected. I mean, at no point other... If those frag grenades had killed 2 people, maybe. But there was really nothing Astralis could offer us. This will be their final chance at something. Maybe they take to the offense and Lucky unleashes, but it's going to have to be the double op here in the 15th to stop Vitality. See if they can put out the fire before the first half ends.
They came through with a little bit of ferocity, but they kind of gave up on the idea of like really fighting the A ramp so hard. So, yeah. Oh, there's the boost. Oh, the flash comes through, and the shot is missed. There's an opportunity, but Lucky gets out of there after taking his shot. So it's a stalemate. And I think after like a little bit of aggression from Astralis, they've kind of given it up before. I really recommend, you know, just keep pushing them, pushing them, pushing them. Never stop. There's no reason to. I love how, you know, we've seen Vitality so many times just go back towards mid. Dupree's been successful here, so here's some pre-flashes, excuse me, so it won't be a clandestine operation, but Dupree takes a new angle, and wow, I'm surprised he missed that. It looked good, but he obviously missed.
He hit the harder shot by shooting in between them.
Right.
If this was football, that would have been a goal.
If they're
right?
goalposts, yeah.
You go between the posts.
True.
Just wrong game, wrong time. Wrong map, I think, for Astralis, unfortunately. Definitely a gap
for
between
DE
these
soccer
teams.
field.
Football launders, we're in Europe.
Don't care. Plus ratio.
Smoke goes flying forward. 30 seconds on the clock. Vitality at least lending Astralis time. That could be their 5th teammate in the moment. But Apex, headshot versus Zip. Bubsky goes over top, loses the op fight to Zywoo, and then it is nothing but Vitality on the kill feed. The short gets cleared, and Magisk 1 versus 5. Good luck. The moment he arrives, there's just a fire on his feet as if to signify this one is over. And if it has felt over for the last 10, whoever wins this one takes the position above the other.
In second place, it's way up there. And there's a lot of money on the line for the World Final, so.
It's almost all the way up.
Yeah.
But nobody can unseat Gambit.
Let's, you know, yeah, no one can unseat Gambit. That's fine. Just a couple other spots to come and contend for. I think Astralis' T side, you know, I think it'll actually be a little bit better. So maybe there's a chance for them to be able to pull this out. I mean, it looks like a very furious T attack. And I really love the simple attacks now with just the smoke on the left side, now the wall smokes on the site. Everyone's trying to avoid the smoke spams, and I love that.
Yep.
It actually makes the map look so much better. Wow, okay. Just
dude.
Quake fragging.
Okay. Shocks, though, you know, always good for the pistol.
Everyone's sharp. So, you know, what was cool was the T-side attacks on Nuke were so, like, they just kept coming, like, over and over again. Feels like Magisk is in that mood, and the team is on the same page. So, I'm looking forward to see if they bring that same heat in this half. Now, it obviously does make sense to slow down a little bit on Vertigo when it comes to the T side, but there's still room to go for quick execs. We saw examples of that with Apex and how he did that fast approach through the smoke on B, how they, you know, they basically disrespected in certain situations where they felt like, you know, it would be a good gamble. You got to appreciate that from him as a caller. Oh.
Nice flash,
that
but
was good, yeah.
no kills off of it.
That was actually a small mistake. No one playing anti in that position.
Could have cost them.
Yeah, we've seen another situation where you're like, you have 3 people there, 1 shooting to make it seem like it's not some kind of a default. Flash comes through, 2 are waiting for the push, and that spot they could have lost, but they didn't.
CT just had to be a little bit closer. A little bit. They'll try again. Last flash was a good one. Let's see if this one is too. Ooh.
No flash for you, Masuda. Good luck.
Apex having to rebuild this gun every time he puts the flash away.
He is really good at these quick peeks. Like, oh,
Ooh,
yeah, that's...
Masuda with no flash. Now the flash comes in, and it works. Oh, it works so wonderfully. How long he sat and waited. Gets the first one on the dry peek, primes Shox for the 1v2. Now, Shox has armor, Shox has the deagle, and Shox has been set up for this. Bit of a misplay. Bomb's been thrown over by Magisk, so that actually brings dupreeh back into action. He's going to have to plant instead. Shaves like another 10 seconds. And a little bit of uncertainty here as Shox will work out through the smoke. Walks in blind. dupreeh has been sectioned off into a 1v1. But he catches Shox jumping up, and that's all of Shox's HP gone. Basically, all of Shox's chances gone. And he concedes this. Excellent 3K from Masuda, man. Always good for those explosive multi-kills, it seems.
Absolutely, yeah. He's Mr. 3K, really is. Mr. 3K any day. You know, and I think, you know, I feel like a lot of people hate taking the fight on that ramp in that specific angle for good reason, because the heads can pop up from almost anywhere, like whack-a-mole. But Masuda just seems to be so good at those very hard duels. I feel like if you asked him, be like, yeah, I kind of like that angle and that challenge. But yeah, it was just perfectly. The quick pop out, first shot, flash to connect, another 2, no problem.
I'm starting to understand why there's 3 A's in Masuda. He's always getting that many kills.
Yeah, he's a AAA player.
Yep. Oh, fully charged. That went right through the metal rim as well.
Small, but powerful.
Of course, dupreeh backing up into the short, finding Shox with all that damage. That's really what prevented that from really falling apart. But then it makes you wonder, like, had that ramp push just gone a little bit better, had one person died there, could have been a completely different round. So very nice attempts from Vitality, even with a round that they had no business winning. Here they're going to try to charge down Bubsky, and as he calls for reinforcements, the counter-terrorists extend outwards. Sure enough, Magisk here to lend a helping hand. Very clean anti-eco so far. Astralis looking to be within 4 if they can close this one. But of course, the CT side of Vitality is yet to even get going.
One of the least fun positions, definitely the most boring on the whole map, is just sitting behind, waiting for that mid push every single round. So always nice to get some action if you're sitting there on the other side as a T.
Feels like nobody ever comes to you unless all they have is pistols.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to remember Bubsky. Bubsky was really great on Vertigo on Mad Lions, right? I feel like that was a map that they were good at, and Bubsky always fragged on. So maybe he can be the one to save the day for them.
Slow mid-crawl, finds Apex in the open, and Shox last man up.
What? I have a question for you.
Hit me.
What do you think the true price of the Galil should be?
Ooh.
Because we all know it should be 1,800, right?
I agree with that.
Okay. Go ahead.
22.
22. I think that's very fair. I like that. That just sounds right. I didn't even do the math. I didn't think about the other guns.
22.
Be above it.
Just to kind of keep you off of that, like, you know, bomb plant in pistol into armored Galil couple flashbangs by, I think that's a bit excessive.
Another question, would people buy the Scout less if it cost 2,000?
Would they buy it less?
Yes.
If it 2,000 instead of...
Or would they buy it the exact same amount?
I don't think that'd be enough to deter it.
Yeah.
I think the Scout is, like, that's a real bang for your buck.
So good. Such a good weapon.
Problem is, you gotta be good.
You gotta be lucky.
Or Tizian.
Searson.
That's who I meant to say. M4 in mid. Good for the opening kill. Masuda, pressured by the utility and the peak, gets what he can before falling. Curious to see where Astralis go with this. They're going to try and keep Lucky down at the base of B, just keep any sort of a push honest. And Shox is very much locked into those deep B stairs. Bubsky, he didn't see Kyojin peeking over top of that wall. And it's funny because Bubsky played that exact same position when he was on the defense.
Yeah, because he learned something today. He was clearly trying to hide from that spot, but didn't realize how exposed he was.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a huge punish. My goodness. That makes it 3v3 plus mid control.
dupreeh able to turn 90 degrees and snap into that CT peak. I thought that Kyojin played that perfectly. I thought he had him dead to rights. Frag grenade, excellent timing.
That's perfect for the M4s.
Zivic's like, how do you know?
Yeah.
And now this back peek is going to be great. Apex executes Lucky and Zipex. And Apex has looked fantastic on this second map. 19 and 7 after these 2 kills, leaving dupreeh stranded in his own spawn with no time on the clock to do anything. Vitality back to their 5-round lead.
Yes. 12-7 lead, maybe the most dangerous lead when going up against Astralis. Liquid learned that first.
Ouch.
That still hurts. Every time I make a joke about Liquid, I just feel like making a joke at my own expense.
Yeah, right? You're just punching yourself in the face.
My own Spain.
Well, maybe if it keeps happening, it'll start hurting less.
Okay. Yeah. And reset. If you don't laugh, you will cry. Truer words have not been spoken. And this was this might have been the Uriel swing frag here. That was a spot where Kyojin messed his flash up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And after that, now I can't remember what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. You messed this flash up a little bit?
Yes. And then kidding. And then yeah.
Sorry, that's on me.
No.
Utility exchange.
I gotta be stronger than that.
Yeah, come on. Oh, it's good, it's good! Zywoo finding it. Lucky in the background. Trying to hold the back line.
That's just showing how that position needs to be played. Will the smoke come up? It looks like it was refreshed. You've got to be careful with these double smokes these days because there's the bug where you can see through it. It's used on purpose. Nice peek from Apex. And they're showing how you're supposed to deal with the A ramp.
A third, perhaps? After the first 2 kills, it's just Xyp9x on his own. He started with teammates. Kyojin dying to dupreeh. Goes wide on the peak. So while the A hold falters for Astralis, they do open it up a little bit towards this B site. And with the smoke grenade there, then they can just go for the boost on the side of the stairs. Bubsky will be lifted into action. Hot drop into the combat zone. Shux emerges from the bushes, takes one down, and dupreeh trades right back. So again, it's still the one-man advantage, but just lesser numbers on each side of the scale. It wobbles back and forth. Not quite equal. We've got roamers all around the map, and Apex is going to hear those footsteps, shifting their attention towards A. So right now, Xyp9x doing a good job of keeping this on an A lean, but Apex gonna find this timing. Oh, dude, he is so sharp at the moment.
Yeah.
Last round, attacks from that same connector into the base of B. This time, one corner safer, same result. And sure enough, it's dupreeh trying to save yet again. But Apex takes the long route, so he better stay in this little cubby. He's got nowhere else to hide. Vitality arrive on 13.
Even as good as he is at IGL, he has such an X factor with the way that he moves around on CT sides and the risks that he takes. I mean, he looks... I really just mean he looks like this. He looks careless with the way he runs around, but he's, he very oftentimes just has such a great idea of the timing, where to be, and sometimes his spray is a little bit messy, but when he's sharp and then when he's lucid like this, it just seems like he's unstoppable, and that presence is so hard to counter, especially with the ladder in middle and your ability to flank if you're brave enough on the CT side, and that's what he's using against Astralis right now.
See if the safe weapon of last round can really find any impact. Unfortunately, already down to 10 HP, and it's not even like anybody else has armor for dupreeh to give this to. Like, all right. Bubsky gets one hell of a deal. And I feel like that killer instinct from Apex is starting to boil over top of Astralis. Nice round to go for that deep A control. Feels like they knew it was kind of safe. And now there's no way that Astralis should be able to get them out of here.
Kind of just tethered into this nice transition, smoking forward a little bit, smoking deeper. And look how claustrophobic right now it is here for Astralis. They try to figure out how do they make up for this.
Oh, excuse me, excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
On the bright side, it is... clearing this is actually not that bad. I mean, this is the one box you stand on, so I'm sure they're going to come out swinging on it.
And Zywoo, good for 2. Wow. Got himself a third. Bubsky makes it easy with a team kill.
And a great flash from dupreeh to help him out with that as well.
And Vitality double the round count. 14-7.
Maybe another quickie. Too much of a beast. It was, again, it was a nice start from Astralis, but yeah, long time since then.
Yes, sir.
And Vitality, just more of a two-way team on Vertigo, and it's clearly much better on CT side in every way. Protocols, confidence.
I mean, Astralis have won the first 3 rounds of each half, and that accounts for 6 of the 7 total rounds they have. So for the rest of the game, it is just nothing but Vitality. This is by definition a blowout, and I feel like it's felt that way. Not only from a spectator's point of view, but probably inside the server.
They're going to try to run him down. No timing, though. Apex, way too wise. Knows exactly how to get out of there. Re-aggression comes through. Could be a mow down directly to the back. They know Apex is still up, and wow, he just dodges. The fallout now, kind of a retake. Shock's lurking out at mid. Looks like they're going to come in from the standard positions. Apex, the warden, in the watchtower. It's not being shy at all.
Shock's now starting to challenge that flank, entering the fork room, and Lucky's got him. Here we go. Astralis with a good chance. That's a deep wall bang going all the way onto the back shelf. Kyojin peels away. We've got Astralis with a gun round. They won one of these in the first half, and another one here now too.
Yeah, real surprised about this, just because of how, I guess, they got the instant trade early on. ZywOo goes down, Apex gets the kill. Apex is 22-7. Damn, insane map from him. But it was him getting that refrag, falling back, doing some damage, avoiding Magisk, and it was like, oh, wow. They are going to, you know, take that, consolidate, and be just fine. But all the while, Astralis just continued to be aggressive off that big kill to open things up. And that's all it really takes. Looks like everyone is taking a chance to chime in on the situation. Playing group effort here.
I feel like that's what it's going to take. The great minds of Astralis putting themselves together to try and best Vitality on a map where, let's be real, they've got a hell of an edge. We knew that coming into this. I feel like the chaos and the sharpness of the individuals boiled over from that liquid best of 3 into Nuke, maybe caught Vitality while they were still a little cold. But now Apex, he's put his foot down in this one. And he did it early enough to get Vitality this substantial 6-round lead. Of course, Dust 2 is where the series goes, assuming Vitality can close this. The same battleground that Astralis put Liquid to sleep on.
And now we excavate the A ramp. Make sure no one's playing any close position. These are the free kills. Then we move up, can move into taking short control. Again, probably going to see you know, Molly come down. They try to push this short player forward. ZywOo will look for a kill. M4 is out for him. Magisk comes up the ramp, and ZywOo gets caught off. Not often you see him die in that kind of way. Not expectant of this push. Now, I mean, Shox and Apex, you know, best chances to try to group up. And I mean, if they can even up in this position, then they might have a chance. The bomb has still not been picked up, but Dupree is too sharp.
Yeah, Kyojin was aware of it.
Japanese steel.
Bomb's still down at the 20-second mark.
They are chilling maybe a bit too hard.
Where is this bomb? It's gotta be in the base of B. Zipix just got it. He's gonna sprint as quick as his little legs can take him up that A ramp.
Shox has no plans to try to join that party.
No. But still, down to the wire.
Yeah.
We've seen Zipix miss a bomb plant earlier today in a clutch situation. Luckily, there was many mines alive this time, and right down to the wire.
9-14. Are we feeling like there's a chance? I mean, Astralis played 2 really strong rounds here, and they got their kills. They don't have many opportunities to make mistakes, of course, but, you know, those are pretty quality, honestly. Those rounds are pretty quality.
It's like mathematically, I know there's a chance.
Yeah.
But I feel like Astralis still have to convince us a little bit more after that really flat first half.
It's like finding aliens on the next planet that we find as a human race.
Yes.
Okay. That's it.
Yes.
Very low.
Oof. And? Oh, no.
You know, sometimes, I mean, I'm just like alley-ooping myself into this top, but like, if you like, you look at an octopus,
yeah,
and I just think like, why are we looking for aliens?
We've got them here.
They're literally right there.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably up to something.
Anglerfish. Google glass octopus if you're in chat. That's one of the coolest things you'll ever see.
Glass octopus.
Deep sea, completely translucent.
I mean,
lights up like a Christmas tree.
I think
it's beautiful.
If there's
and
any
it's definitely an alien.
If there's any better proof for aliens, have you looked in the mirror?
Okay. All right.
Oof.
That's enough out of you.
Magis, double, nicely done. Okay, maybe
there isn't a chance.
Well, you know, it's anti-eco.
Yeah.
Let me see one more gun round.
Okay.
We watch Astralis beat Vitality in another convincing gun round. I'll tell you there's a chance. For now, there's a chance at regaining a bit of respect, because if Vitality had just spit all over Astralis here on Vertigo, then I'd be going into Dust 2 with very tempered hopes. And I do hope for Astralis. I have no horse in this race, but I do hope for Astralis that, I mean, it'd be a hell of a sweep if they can do this to Liquid and also Vitality. Magus, come on. Very nice attempt. 4 kills on the round in the anti-eco, and a 10th round on the scoreboard for Astralis. But again, we can't forget about that super lopsided first half that got us here. It's going to have to be near flawless from here on out if the Danes really want to take this 2-0.
And they quietly chug away, you know, talking some ideas, not looking too crazy about it, just throwing some things out there, see if it'll work, and they're getting the frags as well. Look at this half. I mean, it's been very, very good for Astralis overall, apart from those 3 rounds. So let's see now. Fast mid push here from the CT side. I feel like a lot of this is going to be heard. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. It might be a bit too confusing to know where these footsteps came from this spot. But yeah, okay. It looks like they have the idea. And okay. Of course he'll get 3.
That's the 3.
He is Mr. 3K.
That is the Masuda seal of approval. He doesn't get 1, he doesn't get 2. It's got to be 3. And just like that, right? I said 1 more gun round. Well, this was that gun round we were waiting for. And there is an opening here. 2 of Astralis' core members still alive and kicking.
Some of those angles are so hard to figure out. Like, once Masuda's on that stairs, see Bubsky is just like, what?
This one too.
You know what? This is not a bad spot for the T's, but they have to get the kill. Masuda looking for the ace. Doesn't get a continuation straight down the ramp.
Go.
They are both eating bullets.
Come on. This is a Xyp9x clutch.
Oh, the
my
nade.
God.
Self-nade. How low are they? There's one coming in from the back. Zaiwu, if he goes down.
He just made sound. Oh, they saved the volley for it. Ah, damn you, Vitality.
They literally both almost died from that spray through the wood wall.
Imagine being so afraid to clutch against Xyp9x that you blow you and your teammate away and you're grenade.
I mean, when we were in the green room watching the Liquid game, 4v1, don't peek, don't peek. You know what I mean? There's literally no chance this guy can win, but he will always make it competitive.
Nicely done by Masuda. I mean, the kingpin of this 15th round win.
When has anyone ever gotten a 3K from that spot?
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like maybe 3 kills have happened from there ever.
Yeah.
Let alone in the same round.
Yes. Oh.
That's a really weird room. In terms of map design, isn't that the weirdest room of all of the competitive map pool?
Yep.
That's an odd space.
I agree.
All right. Astralis, you knew you had a minimal margin of error coming into the second half, but you still have 5 rounds to work with to try and take this into OT. Zaiwu, not going to let that happen easily. Shots posted with the op. Masuda, sure enough, puts his name on 2. And we've got Bubsky and Dupree this time in the clutch. Shock's ready for the wide peek, not prepared for the top box. Oh. Dupree with the double. And that comes at a very small cost. He's still on 74 health, but Zaiwu has their bomb. And Zaiwu should have this one locked and loaded. Peeks out wide and dies.
This is a 2-on-5.
Interesting. Now, unlike Dupree's peek in middle...
Oh, he can't even get up the ladder here. He could dive. Oh.
And he's got himself up. Unlike Dupree's peek in mid, that one cost a lot. Bubsky being on 2 health.
God, this is so lurky. This is where things get the most interesting on Vertigo, I feel like.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. That's why I love this map. It's like Overpass has the same effect, but this one even more so vertical, so you have to be even more quiet.
Wow, 30 seconds, planted on mid, waiting for the lurk to come. It's not exactly where they're expecting it to be. But yeah, they've got to figure out how to bring the health advantage back. I like how Kyojin just comes back to the site.
Yep.
Almost in the position where he can get 1 kill, and then he can just try to hide. And now this is the most standard way to play this spot from where Kyojin is right now.
But he's going to round the... Ooh, he hears it.
I'm sure they'll expect him, but he can just delay.
Oh, nice. Crisp headshot into Bubsky. That's the 2 health. Now there's no time for Dupree. He needs both the kills, and he gets sandwiched. Vitality will take away the second map. And it felt like that for the vast majority of Vertigo. Vitality knew coming off of Nuke that they could turn it around here. They had the edge. That much was for certain. Now we go to Dust 2. And that is where the unthinkable has already happened. Astralis forcing Liquid down to the showdown in this very same map. That's where we're going to go, Launders. What are your thoughts before we throw it away?
It'll be great to see if they can replicate that performance on Dust 2 again, because Astralis looks sick on it. But Vitality may be thicker competition.
Only time will tell. We'll see you guys there soon enough.